Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Throwing right. Snares it outside. It's Singleton. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds. The 48, an explosive play gets this offense working.
And that's a first down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. He's got it inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
And I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He wants to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out into the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 3. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. At the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Offense in a bunch formation. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Louisville. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
That makes the score Louisville 14, SMU 7.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the two. The snap sets up the throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He is stopped short. The two-point conversion, no good, and they cannot take the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. This one's going to be fun if this keeps up. Back with the ball in a 14-13 lead. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And the Cardinals come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, Later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mitchell. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Cardinals are on the move. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Curry. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick release by the QB. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Cardinals are rolling down the field. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wheeler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He wants to change this route. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking deep. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run it from the gun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got a man. It's Curry. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cardinals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to BYU. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly through.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
With the catch, it's Singleton. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Let's go. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Now they'll run the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Now on the move. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're... You focus in, the defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel.
Touchdown, SMU! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna let it fly. Brings it in down the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Cardinals. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Skips away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds. No time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
SMU 19.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Wheeler. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Louisville! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Makes the grab on the big throw. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Quarterback making adjustments. On the move. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown Mustangs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to BYU. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense might bring the house here. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Landry. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Wheeler. Breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cardinals! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He rifles one deep down the right side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, SMU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
That's tough to defend, right? Going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Cardinals can really attack on this second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, SMU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This team right now showing you why they were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Yeah, they were sleepwalking a little bit earlier. They knew coming in, David, they were going to be facing a really good opponent. Good teams don't quit, and they've come all the way back now to take the lead. And they had a pretty big deficit not that long ago.
And this is a good team they're playing. They're showing they're one of the better teams in the country. I mean, to battle back from several touchdowns down, like, not to blink, not to bat an eye, not to quit, they're proving why they're a great team.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. To the ground with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it for a big play. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he here mails his receiver out of bounds. Facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Working that left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
And the Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Slams ahead. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here, and if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Cardinals. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
He'll set up to throw. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Oh, better look out. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you've got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this one for the lead in the waning moments. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Louisville! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab inside the 30. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Mustang! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Can't find his man in the end zone. The 2-point attempt is no good, and they'll try to hang on to this lead in the final seconds.
SMU 57.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Landry. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.